in the spirit realm, we have 7 spiritual laws. One of the laws that I spoke about is a law of servitude, and you find that in the book of Romans. Romans chapter 6, verse 16 is the first law of the spirit realm. And it seems that Satan exploits this law much more. In Romans chapter 6, verse 16, the Bible says, "Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourself servants to obey, his servants ye are, to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness." Now, watch this. Now, if I decide as a believer, as a Christian, to begin a journey of immorality, are you there? I will not come into bondage to immorality the first 1, 2, or 3 times that I'm involved in it. Now, as I continue on that path, a time comes when the demon spirit that is responsible for that immorality, to that demon spirit, my acts of immorality is worship to that spirit. So because of my consistency in immorality, and the demon keeps receiving worship, the demon now wants to continue receiving worship. So the demon comes to aid me to continue in immorality. So at that time, my will no longer has authority to change my life, because a spirit is involved, and I intentionally worshipped that spirit with the kind of things that the spirit likes. So the spirit has come to enable me to be consistent in that line of worship. Now, at that time, it is no longer a new year resolution. You know, if we're about to experience a new year, people write down the kind of things that they want to see change in their life. But it's unfortunate that if a spirit is involved, you are already a slave to that line of action. And the fact that you become reasonable and cognitive and you pen down New Year resolutions will not help the matter. You have already become a slave to that spirit. And indeed, you will need deliverance in order for you to be free off the hook. When the children of Israel were going to meet Joseph in Egypt, they strolled into Egypt. Huh? They just walked into Egypt like this. But you realize the day they wanted to leave. So that's how you walk into immorality like this. You'll be greeting people. But when you have arrived, it will take the hand of God to liberate you from what you have decided to sell yourself under. The law of servitude is the law that compromised Adam. Adam never knew that if he decides to obey what Satan was recommending, are you there? He will become Satan's slave. And one thing you must know about slaves is that slaves are not entitled to property rights. So all the things that God has ordained for humankind, he kept it in the name of Adam. And unfortunately, because Adam was not acquainted with the law of servitude, he sold out when he decided to obey Satan. He became Satan's slave. Are you there? And everything that was kept under his hand was transferred to Satan. So you will find in the book of Luke that Satan was saying that the things that he is presenting and offering Jesus were not originally his, but they were delivered unto him. Do you realize that you, by acts of carelessness, can deliver things that God has given to you to Satan? In the same way, the Bible is saying that if you decide to become a person of righteousness and you stick with righteousness even when sin is popular, you stick with righteousness even when corruption is popular, a time comes in your commitment to righteousness that the spirit of righteousness will take over. And even when there is a legitimate reason for you to shift from righteousness, you will not have the capacity to do so because you have become a slave of righteousness.